Okay, so I can read words with the vowel teams A-I, A-Y, E-E, and E-A. So A-I and A-Y say A, they make the long vowel sound, and E-E and E-A say E. Sometimes E-A says right? But E, we're going to be talking about when it makes the long vowel sound today. Our second learning target is I can be a good listener by giving the speaker eye contact. And right now you guys are doing an awesome job. I know you're listening to me because you're looking at me. And in my heart, that makes me feel happy. It means that you're showing me respect. And so if someone else is talking, I expect you to be looking at them, giving them respect. And that's a great way to learn. You're going to learn more if you're looking at what you should be. Okay, so it's really important, boys and girls, that you know what these vowel teams, or some people call them vowel pairs, the sounds that they make. Because they come up all the time when you're reading. And you don't want to read them as a, I. You want to read that as a. Because if you try reading it as a, I, you're going to be reading it wrong, and you're not going to know that word. And that's a problem, because if there's a bunch of words you don't know, it's not going to make sense anymore. And we want to be the best readers that we can possibly be, so we need to know what these different vowel pairs say. And we have a little song that that helps us some of the time, but not all the time. What's that song? When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, and trail you hear the A and not the I. So I'm going to show you, boys and girls, how I use these sounds and these vowel pairs to help me read a sentence that has words in it with these vowel pairs. So let's take a look at this first one. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, this first word I know has a vowel pair A-Y, and Mrs. Camp told me that that says A, because A and Y together, you just say the first sound and it says its name, A. So it's today. So the first word is today. Notice how it had a vowel pair, and I knew that A-Y said A, so I could read that word today. Today I must, this is a tough one. I'm going to really need to think about the sounds that I know. So EX says X. It always says X. Oh, okay, I see an A and an I together there, and Mrs. Camp said if there's two vowels together, it usually says the long vowel sound A. X, A, N. Today I must explain. That word is explain. That's a really long word, but I figured it out by pulling out those sounds and noticing that there's a vowel pair. Look what happens if I read those sounds individually. X, A, I, N. Explain. Ooh, that didn't make a lot of sense, did it? So I need to read the vowel pair as A. Today I must explain to my mom why I failed. Okay, so this says A because I see the two vowel pairs together. A. Let's pull out these sounds together. Failed my test. So now I can read this sentence and have them make sense. Because, boys and girls, the reason I need to know those sounds and those vowel pairs is because they come up a lot when I'm reading. And I want it to make sense when I'm reading. So today I must explain to my mom why I failed my test. Echo?
Today I must explain to my
Mom why I failed my test. Turn and talk to your partner what we're learning about today. Turn and talk to your partners about what we're learning about today. We have 2 learning targets. Turn and talk to, so Logan and Aiden and Jaden and Matrix. Talk. And I'm going to listen in.
Because the A is, the I does not say.
Because the I doesn't say its name, the A does. Because the I makes, it's like
Okay.
a bossy E.
Good. Let's come back here for a second. I saw Aiden thinking of something we've already learned about the bossy E, how that makes the other vowel, that the first vowel, say its name, which is great. That's one way that words become their long vowel. The next way is if there is a vowel pair or a vowel team. Those mean the same thing, vowel pair and vowel team. That's where 2 vowels are together, and you say the name of the first vowel. So E-A, you would say E. E-E, you would say E. A-I, you would say A, because A comes before I. A-Y, you would say A, because A comes before Y. Turn and teach your partner what we're going to be learning about today. Teach.
So we're going to be learning about AI, A-I, A-Y, E-E, and E-A.
Okay. And why is it important to know about those? Trying to talk about why it's important to know about those.
If you don't know one, you can just see like
And you know what makes what sound? What does the E say? A-Y, A. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do another one now, and I'm going to look for vowel pairs in this, and I'm going to use what I know that vowel pairs say the name of the first vowel. She didn't make I don't know that word, but I see two vowels together, so it's going to say the name of the first vowel. P-E-P. That one is just going to sit silently. P-E-P. So I know E-E says E. P-E-P. She didn't make a peep when the nurse stuck her with a needle. Needle. I know E-E says E. So this would be needle. She didn't make a peep when the nurse stuck her with a needle. Even though she was very, this word, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to say the first sound, wa, and I say E-A, which says E, and then it says K. She was very weak. Okay. Turn and teach your partner what you do when you come to a word that has E-E, E-A, A-Y, or A-I. So turn and teach your partner what you're going to do. And I'm going to have you guys use these to teach with, okay? Teach.
It's like you stop and you read like the word and you just
Matrix is doing an awesome job teaching.
You just stop and sound it out.
Yeah, and how can you sound out when there's two vowels together? What do you do then, Jaden?
Two vowels.
If you read today, I must explain.
So then I add them all together, and then
fail.
well that must.
Okay, so where were the vowel pairs in there?
Like if you see right there, so if A doesn't say AI, and there's one right there too. Day.
Okay, great.
Explain and fail.
Or if it was hey, if you didn't know it, you'd go.
Okay, very nice. Let's go ahead now, and we're going to be trying this with some little stories here. We're going to be looking for these words in a little story. The first one is called Princess K. And it tells me over here I'm going to be looking for words that have A-I and A-Y. What's the vowel pair you already see here? Give me a thumbs up as soon as you see it. What's the vowel pair in the title that you already see? Logan?
I see.
And Princess K, what's the vowel pair? Do you see an E-E? E-A, A-I, or A-Y? Anyone else see it? Don't interrupt right now. Matrix, what?
A-Y.
A-Y, what word?
K.
K, and I'm going to give it a capital K because that's part of her name. K.
I'm looking at the fourth one.
Okay, so the title is Princess K. Okay, I want you to go through and try reading this on your own, and if you come to a word you don't know, maybe it has a vowel pair, and you're going to use what you just learned to help you with that. Not yet. Just read it to yourself. Okay, read it to yourself. You're not just hunting, you're reading. Matrix, can I listen to you read?
Princess K was in 2nd grade. Each day she wore a long braid down her back. It had a big gray bow at the end, until one day a boy named Jay sprayed her braid with glue. Her mother was washed and washed, but the nasty glue wouldn't go away. It was really a pain,
How did you know that was pain?
because A and I say A.
Excellent. It's a vowel pair.
Pain. Her mom took scissors to her hair that day.
Have you ever heard of skizzers?
Mm-mm.
What is it?
It's scissors.
Scissors. Great. Her mom. You get done. Read it again.
Her mom took scissors to her hair that day, and Princess K no longer had her braid.
Did that make sense? Princess K no larger had her braid? Is that larger?
Longer.
Longer. Good. Keep reading. I'm going to have this right here.
Was made at J even thought a braid new Jane to wear around her neck. Princess K told him that if I paid A.
Okay, let's go ahead and stop now and start back at the beginning. I'm going to have Aiden take the first sentence, and he's going to stop when he sees a vowel pair and teach us how to read that word. First sentence.
Princess K.
And how do I read K?
Because you can either sound it out or you can look at the vowel and you could go, okay, so I know K. A. So A-Y says A, so
Very
it must be
nice.
K.
Great teaching. Great, keep going.
Was in second grade. Each day,
But what if I didn't know how to read each?
well, you could go each. Okay, so I know A says E. I know that's saying the E sound.
Why is it saying the E sound?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. I agree. Why is it though?
CH is.
But why is EA saying E? Which one of these is it following the rule of?
EA.
EA. Each.
Each day I knew because if you have D A. Okay, so I know A's in it, so it must be day.
Mm-hmm.
She wore a long braid. Okay, so B-R. Okay, B-R-A. So I see A-Y in it.
You do?
Yeah.
A-Y?
A-I.
Yeah, yeah,
A-I.
uh-huh. And A-I says what?
And then it must have a D. So A. So braid.
Yeah.
Down her back.
Very good, Logan. You do the next one. We're going to keep following along.
It had a big gray.
How'd you know that was gray?
Because you just go and you add A-Y and I know go A and that got me to the word gray.
Okay, so A-Y says A. It had a big gray
Bow at the end until one day a boy named Jay.
How'd you know his name was Jay?
Because
It has a what vowel pair?
Yeah.
It has a
A-Y.
Okay, until one day a boy named Jay.
Braid for braid.
And how did you know that was sprayed?
Because